Good morning. Good morning. We're here again. I'd like to say welcome to the BYOB Morning Show. I'm Verlin Smith Randolph, the fear fighting rose of audacity, and I help women to fight their fears and regain their confidence and self esteem and courage lost through life experiences. And welcome to a brand new day, a brand new week. We're glad to see you here on this beautiful holiday morning. And my co host, the
Good
beautiful
morning.
lady.
Good morning, everybody. What's that song? It's a brand new day. I'm not going to sing it because I don't have no rhythm in that area. But it's a brand new day. It is a brand new week. It is your new beginning. Each day that God wakes you up, or whomever you worship, wakes you up, and you get to put your feet on the floor, clothed in your right mind, it is a new beginning where you can start over. And everybody needs to be able to see something new each day. Today, people are home, I guess, because they're celebrating Labor Day. I don't like laboring. It's hard work. I like easy work. So most people hopefully are relaxing today. You probably barbecued yesterday and relaxing today. Or you may throw something on the grill today. If you're anywhere near me, you can leave me a plate on my steps. You can just tap on the door or send me a text and say, Rose, your plate is on the steps. And I'll open it and get it. And I'll be appreciative. Thank you. Some fish, some pork and beans, I want a burnt hot dog. I'm just saying. But anyway, y'all, good morning. I'm Rose Fauntleroy. I am your virtual time and sales genie. As you've heard me say before, I help you to reclaim your time so that you can reclaim your bottom line. A lot of times we get caught up in things that may not make us right now revenue. And that moves us away from what we really should be focusing on. So I help you to see those pitfalls, show up those pitfalls by getting help. And that way you can reclaim your bottom line and keep your revenue growing. That's what I like to help the people do. So today we are talking about that 7-figure membership funnel masterclass. As yesterday, we came to you with the breaking news that it was switched from Sunday to today. Because we knew you all were out there barbecuing at the beach, at the pool. Last day, probably yesterday was the last day for the pool. I have a pool here, and I haven't probably been to it in 5 years, if not longer. But anyway, yesterday or today is the last day for the pool. So we knew you all were out having fun, enjoying yourselves. And we knew tonight you should be winding down, getting the kids ready to start their first day of school in some places tomorrow. So you'll have a little time once you put the kids to bed to come and spend some time with us. And if you haven't registered already, you can go to bit.ly/sisterhood20 to register for the 7-figure membership funnel. Well, exactly what is that? What is that? If you've been with us for any time in the last 2 weeks, you know we've been Coach presented a series of membership resources, things teaching you about starting a membership, growing a membership, making that a foundational piece in your puzzle, in your business puzzle. You know how you have the 4 corners and the sides that hold everything in the middle together? Well, this could be your side that holds everything in the middle together. Coach started off with teaching you about what a membership is. Then she had this, oh my God, this awesome webinar. She started out saying it was going to be 25 paid memberships that you could start now. Coach always over delivers. So she moved that thing up to 100.
100.
Verlin, how in the world? And then he didn't just run them off like da 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 da. She broke these down in the different categories that you could start your membership in. The different categories. And then when you think about memberships, you don't realize until someone spotlights it, the number of memberships that you already have or that you already participate in. And then when you look at that where you're spending your money, why couldn't you do that for yourself?
For yourself.
Why couldn't you have a membership? I'm sure that there is some knowledge that you could share for a fee, of course, that could grow you, create a foundation, sustain you through some difficult times, and even sustain you when times are good. Because we all know that we're in the midst of a pandemic. We all know that we should be staying at home. That's why you have to leave my plate on the steps and knock on the door. I'm just throwing that out there because I'm trying to stay away from the coronavirus. Now they're talking about the flu. I'm trying to stay away from all of that. Make sure you put some Reynolds wrap over my plate. Don't. So with that being said, you want to have something in place that can sustain you through these times like this. And not just sustain you, but something you can build at a time like this. Because we have so much time now. You can't go with the kids to soccer practice or football practice. You can't play volleyball. You can't do a lot of the things that you were doing. Or if you're doing them on a smaller scale. So you have a little extra time on your hands. So why not build something now? Start it now. Continue to grow it. When you have the time, now that you have time and are able to do it. That way, when the pandemic is over, because it's going to end. It's going to end.
Right, it will.
It's going to end. This too shall pass. It's going to end. And when you come out of this, you come out of it in a better place than when you went in. And then you continue to build. And that way, when something else happens, you're ready. You won't have to get ready because you're already ready.
You're already ready.
And
the sooner you start it, the sooner you'll begin to grow it.
That's right.
And you monetize it, right? And it could very well help carry you through what could be a tough time for you or the tough times ahead.
Mm-hmm.
That's something to think about.
You learn to put that thing on autopilot.
Let it ride.
And let it ride. So that if, God forbid, you get sick or you catch the flu, I don't have a coronavirus. Y'all stop trying to send them bad vibes to me. I repeat them. I do not have the coronavirus. But when something happens and you need something to sustain you, to hold you, to carry you through, you've built it. You built it, you sustained it, and you continue to grow it. And then you could put it on, or you could test it out on autopilot for a little bit, see how it goes, come back in. So there are different things that you can do. And that's what the 7-figure membership funnel masterclass will teach you. It builds on, Coach is a genius in that. She created this whole series. Each one could stand alone on its own. But then each one could build on top of that to move your idea forward. Right. And I always go back to that idea because that's where everything starts. It starts first in your mind. If you can conceive it in your mind, if you can put a monetary value on it in your mind, And then you move that thing over to paper. See, all of those are steps. Those are steps in the process. Then once you really get that image into it, then you'll find other resources appear because you may have had an idea in your mind. You put it on paper, and then you say, "Well, how in the world am I going to make this idea work? I don't know anything about the internet. I don't know anything about, or very little about marketing or how to grow a community." And then all of a sudden, you see us appear talking about different resources and different ways of creating memberships. That's how energy and everything works. So then you get into our class. The class tonight is $29. But for the better value, you could join the membership, which is $59 a month. Because you could register, I think we've had like 6 classes maybe leading up to this. Yeah, about 6 leading up to this. 3 of those have been paid. That way you have to register and you pay a fee. So say you pay for all of those, you spent well over $100. But if you get in the membership for $59 a month, you get all of those classes. Plus this one tonight, plus other classes that will help you to build and to scale and to move your idea forward for $59 a month. So it's a savings. So you have a choice. You work with what you have where you are. And believe it or not, we started out the same way I started out. I'm going to talk about me.
I did too. I did too.
I'm going to let you speak for yourself. I ain't going to put you in it. Look, I stay on my path. I might get you in trouble. I'm going to speak for me. When I started out in this community, I started with one class. And I believe it was, and this is fun, this is funny. It was a live stream class to teach me how to go live and to do it the right way, effectively and efficiently. And I think that class was like 10, 12 weeks. Okay. I did that and I was like, why am I going to continue to buy one-off classes when I could just join the daggone membership? And I did that back then because it was in a different form then. And now y'all see me sitting here before you just about every day because I'm in the mentorship. Now, that wasn't my intention in the beginning. I was just testing it out. But the program, the teaching, coach, her wisdom, her wise counsel is what kept me here.
Right.
What has grown me. Because this is a training ground. This is a training ground. So if you run your own business, there are things, if you're just starting out, there are things that you're going to need. And going to bit.ly/sisterhood20 is one of them. Because this could be the cornerstone to that idea that you're building into your empire, into your legacy, your wealth. What you got to say about that, Verlin?
That is so true, Rosie. I started as a membership also, and then it went to Livestream University.
That's where I went, Livestream University.
And that was it.
And I went to Livestream University, and guess what? I didn't flunk out. I took all the classes, but guess what? I wouldn't go live. I wouldn't go live. It's not because I didn't have the tools. Coach gave us everything we needed in that class. But I let my fear get the best of me because I was like, what am I going to live stream about? I can't go on here and talk and hold the audience's attention and, just all kinds of things that were going through my mind at the time. And you got to push those fear gremlins aside because I know there's somebody out there now saying, I don't want to learn about memberships because I want to learn the information and I'm afraid to do it. I don't know if I can do it. And see, I can talk to you about that. Because I've been there. I was that girl. I was that person. I spent 10 weeks in the live stream university.
I think it was more than that.
University.
Yeah.
Stay, because you don't just get kicked out once the class is over. You have it for a lifetime. Stayed in the university, and I think it took me to be consistently live, I want to say a year and a half. A year and a half. So I understand when they say, when someone is sitting out there saying, I'm just too afraid to do this. I want to do it, or I'm going to do it, but I know I'm not going to do anything with the information that I got. It's okay. I've been there. I was that girl. I did that. But guess what? Now I'm doing this because of that.
Because of it.
Because of that. And it's funny how it's come full circle.
And it's still growing. So this isn't the end.
And still growing.
Still growing.
Absolutely.
Still growing, right.
So you never know where something is going to lead you. Just take the steps. Just put one foot in front of the other. Don't worry about seeing, and that was one of my issues, is seeing the full picture right now. I didn't want to move until I saw the full picture right then. Well, that's not how it works. It's all a process. It's all a process.
One step leads to another step. And that's how it is. And if you have to take baby steps, take the baby steps. But these memberships, like they say, is no brainer. I remember when we sat here on Thursday last week and we was doing the minimum math.
Oh, yeah.
As to how much you can make. It's a no-brainer. So you can go to bit.ly sisterhood 20 and register for the masterclass tonight. $29. We have webinars every Tuesday and Thursday. Masterclass is on Sunday, but she decided to do it today for $29. If you join the membership, it's $59 and you get the rest at no cost.
And you can't beat it.
You can't beat it.
You can't, how they say that thing, you can't beat it with a stick.
And that doesn't even include half of all the other benefits in that membership. I mean, it's just.
Absolutely. And when you go to bit.ly/sisterhood 20, you'll see the registration link, but you'll see all the other information too. Read the information, take it in, look at where you are, look at where you want to go. That's the main thing. Look at where you are now, and then look at where you want to go, and see if that's one of the steps that you need to get you there. Every step takes you closer and closer. And Monique, I see you. I'm going to put you up on screen. Monique says, yes, me too. But as Coach says, if your job told you to go live, you would do it. You'd figure out a way to do it. So if your job told you, go build us a membership around whatever department that you're in, if you didn't have a clue about how to do it, you would figure that thing out.
You find a way.
You would find it quick and in a hurry.
Yeah.
Quick and in a hurry. So why wouldn't you do that same thing for yourself? For yourself. Who's more important than you? That way, if you build it for yourself and you start now while we're in the Coronora, when the Coronora is over, you have something built, ready to go, or going. That way, if you have to go back to that job and they tell you got to do such and such and so, and you got to do it now, and you don't have a clue how to do it, you can say, okay, I do it tomorrow. And then when tomorrow comes, you stay home.
Right.
You stay home
You stay
and let
home.
them figure it out.
And they will.
Oh, let me explain something to everybody out there. I know that because I've been there. I mean, I can only talk about what I've experienced or what I've done. They will tell you that, but you will figure it out when they tell you. But let them figure it out because, as you said, Verlin, they'll figure it out. If think about it, you and I know your job is important to you, and it's important to you for a number of reasons. But you are important to them too. But there's always that big but. That big but. If something were to happen to you, or you couldn't come to work for a certain amount of time, you can best believe they would distribute that work to someone else and they would make that thing work. It's not just going to sit there and wait for you to come back. They will replace you.
That's true.
So why not now start to replace them? Let that sit there. Replace them. It's nothing bad in wanting to have something of your own and wanting to do something for yourself and for your family and for your legacy. When you're working a job, you're building someone else's wealth and someone else's legacy. I mean, I'm not saying it's something bad about it. It's part of what makes the world go round. It's part of what keeps the world going. But it's a part. Small businesses, entrepreneurs are the other part. And now we are seeing with the coronora going on that it's really not big business
Right.
that's keeping everything going. It's really us entrepreneurs and small businesses that are keeping the economy somewhat going. Because see, if it was all dependent on big business, it really would have come to a screeching halt. And it
Say that again, Rosie.
it would have. It would have. And they were talking about it. They were talking about it on the news the other night. Big business, yes, it's good, but big business is not the be in end all. With all that has transpired now during this pandemic, there are a lot of things coming to light that were in the dark before. And one of
Mhm.
the major things of that is small business is the foundation of keeping this economy going. It's small business. We are the undergirds. We are the foundation that's holding it up. Big business, yeah, they come in and build around that, just like your membership can be your foundation, your undergirding for what you're building for your family and your legacy. It's small business that has kept the economy somewhat going.
That's true.
And now they're recognizing that. They're seeing that. So join us tonight. Seven Figure Membership Funnels Masterclass. It's at 8:30 p.m. Central. Go right now while it's on your mind and we are in your ear to bit.ly/sisterhood20. If you don't want to pay $29 for this one class tonight, register for the membership. It's $59 a month. You'll get this class, all of the classes about the membership, because each one could stand alone, but each one builds into a whole series.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just genius the way she did it. The way she did it. And then you'll get all of them. And you'll get more. We had intellectual property week. I think that's in the membership too. Now that's worth that alone is worth the membership. This class tonight is worth. So you're getting so much value
Right.
for what you're investing. I'm not gonna say what you're spending. It's what you're investing in
You're
your,
investing.
and it's a tax write-off because you're investing in your business. It's professional development for you and your business. And there's no better seed, no better ground to sow a seed in than yourself. Good morning, Heather. Thank you for sharing. Good morning to all the folks over on Periscope. It's Monday. Today is non-Labor Day. They call it Labor Day, but for most people, it's non-Labor Day because they're resting. Call it non-Labor Day because you're resting today. You've labored for these. Well, I guess you're kind of labored. We've been laboring, but we've been laboring in a different way.
In a different way.
And that's another thing, Verlin. There are so many different ways to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Martin. I see you on Periscope. Good morning. Good morning, Monique. We appreciate you all joining us. We really do.
We do.
We do. There are so many different ways to get to the same result. We labor, but we labor in a non-laborious way.
Right.
And I'll tell anyone, when you're doing something for yourself because you want to, versus having to work for yourself or someone else because you have to, it's a whole different energy around that thing.
Right.
Whole different energy. Whole different energy. What do you think, Verlin?
That's true. You do it differently. You think about it differently. You breathe about it differently. Because that's your baby. That's your thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's your baby. You can hand off. You grow it, you nurture it, you love it, and you hand it off to your family member. It's your legacy.
It's your legacy.
It's your legacy.
Y'all see that fireplace behind us? Our legacy we have a nice old family portrait or our portrait sitting over that fireplace, and folks will come over to visit after we're gone, and they be like, "Who is that lady?"
Mm-hmm.
They be like, "That's my great grandma." They were like, "Oh, she was back in the day."
Who laid their foundation.
She built that foundation for us.
She started it.
And now they're taking the legacy and they're running with it.
Yeah.
Just like a lot of you all are doing that with your families or want to do it. This is a piece in that puzzle to do it. We're going to spend just a little bit more time with you. And then we're going to get out of here because we got to finish building our memberships, because we're not just telling you to do it. We're doing it too.
We're doing it too.
We're not telling you, we're not saying do as we say and not as we do. We're saying do as we do. Do as we do. What we're providing for you all, we do too. We take the same classes. We build the same foundations that we're sharing with you. We do the same things. We're learning too. And some of us are on different levels, but that's the power of a community, of this community, because where I'm weak, another of my sisters may be strong. That may be her thing. That may be her forte, her genius, her zone of genius. Right. It may not be my zone of genius, but she's there to help me along. And what may be my zone of genius may not be hers. So then I help her along.
That's the beauty of the sisterhood.
Absolutely. Monique, I'm going to have to make your comment, the last one that we put on the screen today. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Because it's not just what we say. And I know you all see us all the time. And y'all say, yeah, that's because you all are experiencing it and you all are vested in it. And that's why you say the things you say. We're not the only ones. Mm-hmm. This is what Monique Spalding says. She said, Rose, as you know, I joined the Black Girl Coin membership 1 week ago. After all the benefits of the webinars and grant opportunities, we didn't even talk about that. That's coming up later this week, y'all. Stay tuned. The grant opportunities, I decided to upgrade to the junior mentorship.
Let's see.
No, I didn't send her any money to say it. Actually, I really haven't met her yet, but I will, because she's in the junior mentorship, so she'll be coming right along with us. So Monique, we are looking forward to meeting you and interacting with you. And congratulations, girl. She says she's new to the community. Don't worry, we got you. We got you. And we are looking forward to working.
She made a decision. See, she didn't sit there. She saw the benefits in 1 week.
In 1 week.
1 week.
And what we're talking about here today is the $29 class tonight, or joining the $59 a month membership. Monique did that. And then after she joined, she said, I want more.
By the time you purchased 2 master classes at $29. 2 now. Each.
That's $58.
That's $58. When you could have got your master classes for free, all the webinars for free, all the grant training for free, everything. So much more for $59 when you spent $60 just for 2.
Mm-hmm. And on that note, we are going to say join us tonight for the 7-figure membership funnel masterclass. Starts at 8:30 Central. That would be 9:30 Eastern and 6:30 on the West Coast. West Coast, how y'all doing this morning? You can go to bit.ly/sisterhood20. Go now. Don't wait. Because you wait, you'll get into your day and you'll forget. Then it'll hit your mind again. Something else will come up. You'll forget. And then tonight around 8 o'clock Central, you're going to register, try to jump in. Something may not work with your technology. You're going to get all stressful and upset. So don't even let all those gremlins come into play. Go now. And we will see you in the place tonight, because we'll be there. And I'm going to look for you. I'm going to look for you. So what we're going to say is we're going to bid you adieu, because we have some things that we have to do. We got to work on our memberships. That's one thing I have to do. I got 5 things on my list, on my to-do list today.
Only 5 things?
Well, I have a master list. That's something else. See, that's another class.
Right.
How to be diligent with your time. I have a master list that has hundreds of things on it. Each day, I pick 3 to 5 things that I work on that day or that week, because I may not be able to get them all done that day. So it'll move over. But that's all part of managing your time. See, join the community. That's one of the things you'll learn. But I can't get into that because I can't give everything away. Coach might put a piece of tape across my mouth. She said, Rose, you just tell too much. You just talk too much. So anyway, we love y'all. We said thank y'all for joining us. Verlyn, you want to take us out with some words of wisdom?
Be encouraged. No matter what you're facing this week, be encouraged. Take the time out for you. I know everything is going on. It's busy. There's a lot of fear and sadness and gloom around, but that doesn't mean you have to be that way. Feel good about you. For that light that shines inside of you, let it shine. Let it spill over on someone else. But most of all, take some time for you. All right. Again, I'll say welcome to a brand new week, and we thank you for joining us this morning. Have a wonderful day.